the British Army's youngest soldiers, recruits from the Army Foundation College in Harrogate, taken 5 days out from the pressures and challenges of basic training. They've come here to Normandy to learn more about D-Day and the men on all sides who fought and died here in 1944. The trip forms an important part of the junior soldiers' preparations for careers in the field army.
Today we are kind of going around all of the places where that was important in D-Day and kind of seeing how the British troops operated and how they kind of fought and won. I mean, these people fought for us, you know. They kind of laid the ground for soldiers today and for just people today to be free, basically, yeah.
There's also in there a little sort of museum, bit of a shrine to 9 Para, well worth looking in before we head over there.
Yeah, it's quite a nice break to get away from like the proper military stuff, but it's also quite nice to learn more about like the military knowledge and the past generation, so yeah, it's quite nice.
The beaches across Normandy were where most of the Allied soldiers landed and were the places most men lost their lives on D-Day.
And it's sites like this the junior soldiers will have an opportunity to soak up the history of what happened here on D-Day. This is Juno Beach, and on the 6th of June 1944, it's where Canadian soldiers landed and fought their way through the German positions. The remains of some of those places, machine gun banks like the one behind me, are still visible today.
Back at Merville Battery, the recruits are learning about 9 Para's assault on what was believed by the Allies to be a German heavy gun emplacement. 600 men were intended to take part in the assault, but due to the wide dispersal of the Paras across the area of operation, just 150 men arrived at the RV in time for the mission. By the time they were victorious, half had been lost. Lieutenant Sam SEACOMBE is the platoon commander responsible for the junior soldiers. He tells me why activities like this have a place in the training plan for army recruits.
It gives a really good context for everything that they learn about during their training here. Particularly at this time of the year, we need to remember conflicts in the past, and the sacrifices that those before us made. So bringing the junior soldiers here is a really amazing opportunity for them to get eyes-on experience, to be able to relate to those who served before them, and it gives them a bit of a deeper understanding about when they join up to the army, what that means, and so this is a really important part of their education.
The tour continues on to Ranville, the location of a Commonwealth War Graves cemetery.
One of the key messages the junior soldiers will be able to take away from a visit like this is the scale of the losses involved in the Second World War, particularly after D-Day. But for one junior soldier in particular, the visit today holds a significant importance.
Junior soldier Middleton's great-uncle died 2 months after D-Day. His remains are buried here alongside those of 2,236 others and more than 320 German soldiers.
John Austin Burke, who's in the 22nd Dragoons, landed on Sword Beach. He's in the minesweepers, so they were the second wave or third wave, I think. I think he supposedly died in the battle for Caen. That's when he died. It's a bit odd. Yeah, it's an odd feeling, knowing that someone in your family is here.
With so much to see and so much to take in, the young recruits are having to process a lot of information, but they do so with impeccable respect.
This, which I think speaks for itself.
Now homebound to Yorkshire, they face the final part of their basic training, but they do so with new knowledge and a deeper respect for the soldiers, generations before them, that defied all expectations and became the men and women who won the Second World War. James Wharton, Forces News, Normandy. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.